Guys, Ryan with Premier Seal Coating, and right now we are out in Thompson, Connecticut, and man, this court is messed up. Let's check this thing out. So what we're doing here is we're going to be replacing these post sleeves. We're going to be pulling out these post sleeves. You know, 20, 30 years ago when they were building courts, the science, the technology wasn't really there, you know, so although these are sitting straight and they are in place, the anchors are probably huge, the footings themselves. But now, when we build these, this is all submerged under the ground, and we shape the hole underground as like a bell or an elephant foot, so that it cannot push its way up from frost heaving, or it can't be twisted by the torque of the net. So these are going to get removed and replaced. We got these giant cracks that are coming through here. These are all going to be filled with patch binder and gone over with a membrane system. Believe it or not, this looks savable. So we'll clean this up. It's still nice and level, nice and flat. But the challenge is when you're trying to repair a court that is this old, when you're trying to fix a court that's this old, that has very limited access to be able to get equipment to, you know, it's easy to kick the can down the road. A lot of contractors will come here and they'll look at this and they'll be like, this is a nightmare to access. There's a lot going on. And honestly, a lot of people who are doing this just don't have the skill level to be able to tackle a project, you know, as in-depth as this thing is. I mean, look at this thing. It's got all kinds of challenges. You know, you got a little bit of this, whatever the hell that is. You know, you got moss. The moss and lichen on this thing is incredible. I mean, look at this. You know, just, of course, preserved under there. Here's a big section I took off with the blower. So, you know, you got these guys are going to be out here forever with this thing. But we'll get it cleaned, and tomorrow the plan is we're going to pull out those footings. We possibly will do the cracks tomorrow too, and then we're going to get ready to paint this thing. So, I mean, as you wonder what can be saved, what about my tennis court makes me think that somebody can't fix it? Well, there's tons of videos on here that you can compare your court to and get an idea of whether or not your court can be saved. Now, this court isn't too bad. The crack situation on this court is fairly good. You know, but a lot of times for these older courts, what we recommend is that you just come in and overlay it with new asphalt. You know, we'll fill the cracks, then you put new asphalt over it, and then you paint the new asphalt. But this has challenges because of the accessibility. It's very hard to get to. I'll take you over to the truck in a minute, and for us, you know, it was very hard to get the truck back there. So that's where we're at. This gives you an idea of what we're working with here. So this is an old farmhouse, and I believe, from what I was told, this gazebo thing that I'm standing on was built specifically to host a wedding on this tennis court. So there's some history here if you think about it. So yeah, that's what we got. That's what we're up against. Stay tuned.